welcome back to the channel. Sort of gone dark for the last couple of months, so we've been a bit crazy busy at the moment at work and weekend sport with the kids and things like that, so haven't had a lot of shoot time available to us. But listen, I thought we'd catch up with you all today. As you can see, it's lovely and green this time of year. It's July 23. It's coming 2/3 of the way through winter, so you can see a little bit of water on the ground here. A few months ago it was awfully dry and terrible, and now it's looking beautiful, lush and green. But the lush and green's probably only going to last another 3 or 4 months here anyway, so about mid-spring it'll be pretty barren again. But listen, we thought we'd bring you out into the veggie patch today, give you a bit of a look, see about what's been going on. As you can see, we've got quite a few of our beds still protected from the bugs and that sort of thing. We're getting some really good produce out, and we're going to show you some of that today. I'll give you a bit of a tour around of where we're at. So as you can see, things have gotten much bigger and better as we've gone along, so it's looking really nice. So this bed here, you can start to see the onions starting to mature up, which is nice. We've got plenty of beetroot coming along. We've eaten heaps, but we've got plenty more to go. And what I'm going to start doing over the next couple of weeks is we're going to keep shooting fairly regularly, is as I get some produce out. As you can see, we've got a lot of beetroot here, so I might pick half of that next weekend, so we're going to start prepping the bed again and make a bit of a beetroot relish, and I'm going to start showing you a few recipes. For those of you who don't know, I'm a qualified chef by trade, and when we get a bit of a glut in our produce, then I'll make pickles or jams or whatever I can make with the product I've got. So we're going to start doing a bit of that. We're going to do that tonight. We're going to pick some cauliflower out of our front cauliflower bed, and we're going to make a keto pizza. So I've been mucking around with the keto diet as well. So lost about 12 kilo at the moment. I lost about 13. I put about 1.5 kilos back on. But anyway, it seems to be doing the job. So we're going to make a keto pizza tonight. I'll show you how we do that. So we'll give you the tour first, and we'll pick some produce, and we'll go from there. All right, come on. So this bed over here, that's cabbage, broccoli and cauliflower, all the cruciferous veg in there, because with this diet I'm on, with the keto, the healthy keto, it calls for a lot of cruciferous veg. So I've been growing some of our own organic veg. It's really tasty and really nice to have some of that product. I've just done a replant on this bed. So those of you remember, we had capsicums in this bed before, and cucumbers and all sorts of stuff. So
and the chili.
Oh, and chilies, yeah. So that all finished off, and actually the capsicums only finished off about 4 weeks ago. I was pretty impressed with how long they went. But you see, I got some lettuce on the go. We've got a bit of spinach on the go. We've got some carrots coming through. I have been cheating of late and buying punnets of seedlings. Most of these other beds up until about here, they've all been grown from seed. So, and some of the veg, some of the herbs over there, the parsley in particular, that's just gone nuts since last year. So yeah, got that one going. We've got leeks and celery over here. So celery was a bit slow. It's from seed. We grew that from seed. It was going a bit slow to start with, but seems to be catching up now. And I planted out some leeks about 3 or 4 weeks ago. They're starting to come along. We've still got some onions left in this bed that we didn't pick last year that just started sprouting up on their own. So we're going to collect some free onions this year out of the bed. So that was nice. This bed over here.
Free-ish.
Sorry?
Free-ish. Well, I mean, we still have to buy the seeds.
That's right. So this bed, I've just got some broccoli and some beetroot and chives going at the moment. We did have some lettuces, but we ate those, and trying to remind my darling wife to come and pick some food and eat it while I'm working away is a bit of a challenge, but when I get home I'll come and pick it and we'll eat it then. So at least we'll have it there. This one over here, some bok choy and
parsley and
some Italian parsley. That's going absolutely crazy. Bok choy starting to bolt away to seed at the moment. There's still plenty of good edible leaves on there. So again, my darling wife forgets to come and raid the bed.
Oh, and
there's some thyme in there still. Yeah, look, surviving underneath the parsley there. We've got some more carrots coming up, more carrot seeds coming up in there. All right, so this is the bed I really want to have a look at. over here because I've got some cauliflower ready here, and that's what I'm going to use to make dinner with tonight. So we'll pull our net up, have a bit of a look. And then I know in that other bed behind you there, Carl, we've got some beautiful ready cabbages that we're going to have a look at. So anyway, have a look at this, hey? How's that? Beautiful, beautiful cauliflower, homegrown cauliflower. All starting to come to fruition a bit now. Now this one is one I asked your mum to pick the other day and she didn't, so we're going to use that up tonight.
Yeah, it looks like it's starting to get a little bit out of proportion.
It is a little bit, starting to run away a little bit, but we'll get that out. And the florets are starting to loosen up a little bit, but that's okay for what we're going to do with it. It'll be fine. The other thing we can do as we start to get produce ready, so we've managed to stagger out the beds, I think, fairly successfully. The only problem is you're going to get stuff coming ready all at the same time in one bed, so that's okay. I've got another cauliflower here that we're going to take out.
Get out of the garden bed, you...
Get out of there, cat. So what I'll do with this one is tomorrow I'll blanch this off. So we'll blanch it, refresh it, and we'll freeze it. At least it's not going to go run away to waste.
Like some of the stuff in this garden.
Beautiful. Well, you know, we seem to be eating more than we're freezing and all that sort of stuff. So look at that, a couple of really nice collies. Like I say, bolting away a little bit, some of them, but it is what it is. These, I'll just do the chop and drop thing. Here we go.
Nothing goes to waste here.
I'll go in the soil. Our worm farm's going a bit slow at the moment, so otherwise I'll take it round to them, but I suppose we could take it next door to Mixed Chooks. There we go. Have a bit of a tidy up. Look at these, Carl. Look at these in here. Starting to get some broccolis coming along too. For some reason, they've done this weird bolting thing this year. I don't know why. I don't understand why the broccoli's done that, but that was one of the stuff I grew from seed. So they've absolutely gone crazy, and all we've got these spindly little heads on it. So not too sure about that, but yeah, look at these. The beautiful little collie coming on in there. There's another one coming on in here that's pretty much ready as well. I think we'll have to probably take that one out as well. And we'll, like I say, freeze and store that. Anyway, we can pull that out for meals for the next month or so, you know. I mean, look, we're not supporting ourselves with out of the garden, but we're getting produce that's, you know, helping us. We're not having to spend too much money at the supermarket. And that gives us a little bit, and at the moment with all the inflation around, every little bit we can save is good.
And also, remember that mulch from a couple episodes ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, in the summertime, when we replant, or springtime, we'll be able to use some of that mulch into this bed, or deep beds.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah, mate. Oh, look, you know, for those of you who don't know, I've worked down in the city. I'm away a lot during the week, so I don't get a lot of time at home. I'm going to have to take some leave soon so I can get some work done around here. But look, in general, I think we're doing okay. You know what I mean? Nothing's perfect, but
you got to do what you got to do.
We get something out of something. We're getting something out of it, so that's a good thing. We'll just tuck all this one back in. Have a look around the other side and the cabbages. We'll have a look around this side, eh? So have a look what these cabbages are doing, mate. Here, look here. Have a look here, mate.
This one's starting to form, but
it's a nice little one. We've had a couple of cabbages out of here this year. There's a nice one. I'm not going to pick that because I know of one in the other bed that's going absolutely batshit crazy. So these are looking lovely. Beautiful.
I don't want to get rid of that. It's a slug.
Yeah, little slug. Get out of there.
The cat will go eat that later. Yeah. I've seen
Maybe.
that cat eat some pretty crazy stuff, just so you know.
Yeah, they're little hunters, the cats. Little
There she
buggers.
is.
Got to keep them from using the garden beds as their litter box. That's the only thing we've got to keep them out of.
I've got a rose on top of that deck. Every morning I get up, I see that pesky little cat sitting in there.
Yeah, I know. She's a little bit of a terror. All right, so there we go. That's the cauliflowers. We'll have a quick tie this one up and we'll go over and open up that other bed there with the onions and cabbages in them, because there's a cabbage in there that is absolutely stonking. It's definitely ready to come out.
The cabbage.
Yeah.
And so, also, if you...
Anyway, so yeah, we haven't watered these garden beds at all. Not jeepers for months and months. There we go, that, hey?
Wow. Who needs store-bought stuff when you got a garden?
I know, right? How's that for a cabbage, mate?
Massive.
Well, that's bigger than my head.
For comparison.
Fantastic. Look at that, hey? Beautiful. Sounds nice and tight. Nice tight head there, so that's great. There we go. We can take all of this in, and one of those collards is going to be dinner tonight, and the other stuff will go in the fridge for now. But look here, there are lots of these beautiful little cabbages coming along nicely here. Hey, stunners. Quite a few. So I'd say we've got another few months worth in there, so that's good. I'll just come pick one a week, and the upshot is, you know, things like cabbages, they sort of grow at different rates to each other, so they don't seem to all finish at once, which is really good. Yeah, so not having to race around and pick and, you know, make sauerkraut and things like that out of it, which I'd like to try and have a go at this year. I've seen a few tutorials on sauerkraut. It looks really interesting. Doesn't appear to be overly difficult to do, so I think we might have a crack at that later on in the year. But I thought, yeah, we'll start doing a few cooking bits and bobs here and there. And, you know, I worked as a chef for probably better part of nearly 30 years. Been in this game, so been around a long time. I'm in my 50s now. I started when I was like 16, 17, so there you go. All right, folks. Well, look, I'll tell you what, we might cut there for now. We'll get this gear inside, and when we start doing some prep for dinner, we'll give you a holler and drag you back in to show you how to make a keto pizza.
A few moments later.
This is a really easy recipe. I will not claim the recipe as my own because I got it from a show or a channel that I watch on YouTube. Dr. Berg. Dr. Berg, you're a champion.
Link in the description.
I use a lot of Dr. Berg's products as part of my keto program. I've fallen off the rails a little bit, like I said before. I'm getting myself back onto it. So tonight we're going to have keto pizza. 3 basic ingredients for the base. It's grated cauliflower, which I've jumped ahead and done a little bit.
From the garden, mind you.
That's the one that we picked earlier, yep. 2 eggs beaten and 2 cups of grated cheese. It's that simple. So
mozzarella.
Well, this one's a triple mix. It's mozzarella, Colby, and Parmesan cheese. So there we go. It's a bit of a blend, this one. So this is about 2 cups of grated cauliflower. Or there's about. I'll just get that out of there. I just ran it through the grating attachment on my food processor. Really straightforward.
In the background over there.
Yeah, don't look too much. There's got a bit of crap floating around. Yeah, just put it in stalks and all. Don't have to get too. You don't just have to put in the florets. You can put in the stalks as well. All right, get that off of there. Stick that in the dishwasher later. 2 cups of grated cheese. like I say, a mozzarella blend. This one.
Doesn't really matter what cheese you use unless it is cheese.
Mozzarella works really well because it's got that stringiness, right?
True.
And you normally put a bit of mozzarella on a pizza when you make a pizza. Get rid of that, and I'll just use my hands a little bit. There we go. 2 cups of cheese. We're going to come back and use that again. 2 eggs beaten. All right, there we go. We'll chuck that in the dishwasher later. And then it's just a case of mixing it all through. And you might think it ain't going to mix, but it does eventually all take up and mix together. So I saw this on Dr. Berg's website, and we tried it out, and it's been a bit of a favourite. Even the kids enjoy this one. So we used to have pizzas on Friday nights, and buy the store-bought jobs. We used to get the Cheeky Brothers. They're quite a nice little pizza from the local supermarket in town. The kids really like the McCain ones, but they're a little bit too plastic for my liking. But anyway.
What do you mean by plastic?
You probably get more nutrition out of the cardboard box they come in, right?
True.
But they're a little more commercial. Cheeky Brothers are a little bit more like homemade pizza, fresh homemade pizza. There we go. So just combined all those ingredients. Pretty straightforward. All right. Next thing we're going to do is grab our baking tray with some greaseproof paper on it. Spread that mix out on the tray. So pretty straightforward so far. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just going to spread that out. I'll get in there with my hands, it's much easier. Just spread it out a little bit, and then we're going to start compressing it out to the size of the tray. There we go. And then when we're going to pop this in the oven on about 180 degrees C for around about 15 to 20 minutes, just to get the base solidifying a little bit, firming up. And then we're just going to put some sauce on it, some toppings. We're going to do some salami and some more cheese. And we're going to bang it back in the oven and finish it off for about another 15 minutes on 180. So that's the base done, nice and simple. So the ingredient that sort of keeps all this together,
I guess
obviously,
the egg, right?
is and the cheese. So you got the cheese that'll all melt together, and being mozzarella, it'll stay quite stringy, help stick things together, and then the eggs as well, sort of bake to give that a little bit more of a solidified outcome. So here we go. We'll bang it in the oven, 180, 15 to 20 minutes. While that's doing its thing, we'll quickly make a pizza sauce. Don't have to get too crazy. Some herbs. I'll just find some. There you go.
And just so you know, we're not sponsored by anyone.
Nah. Diced tomatoes. This is real quick and simple, Just because I'm a chef doesn't mean I go to highfalutin lengths to make food. It's not really necessary. So use of some garlic and some herbs, dried Italian herbs, very simple. Sprinkle those in. Remember, dried herbs are twice as strong as fresh herbs, so don't get too carried away. Put some garlic in there. Here we go, a bit of that. Let's just get it in there. There we go. Don't have to worry too much about measuring. I like garlic, so bring it on.
This is like Uncle Roger all over again. If you don't know who Uncle Roger is, link in the description.
I'm sorry if I'm not giving you some really distinct measurements, but it's about feel. Just go with it. Just experiment. Do your own thing. Make up your own recipes as you go. That's what cooking's all about. It's about the experiment. Now, normally I put a bit of tomato paste in here, but I don't think I haven't been able to find any. There we go, bit of tomato paste. We'll get it in there. Now chuck a bit of that in, and this will just give it a little bit of body. All right, bit of extra flavour and a bit of extra texture, a little bit of a firmer texture. All right, now I'm haven't gone to the extent of this is one I prepared earlier or anything like that. So this is all one dish, one take. We're not mucking around with that, all right? So if it doesn't work, then I guess we won't be putting this out.
Or this video will be cut out and put in the special bonuses thing, whatever I do.
We'll see. We'll see. Look, it's worked every other time we made it, so I can't see why it wouldn't. So again, we just need some shredded cheese and some salami, and then when we're done, we'll top it off with a bit of rocket and some balsamic vinegar and a little bit of olive oil, and that'll be that. So we'll come back to you very soon once this base is done, and we'll put the final together, and we'll show you what it looks like and finish cooking it off.
A few moments later.
At about the 15-minute mark, I can smell that this is ready. So let's have a look, and we'll whip it out and we'll finish it off. All right. You can see all the cheese melted on top, nice and brown. It's a little bit solid. It's not solid, but it's firmer than it was, absolutely. Let's go in with a bit of sauce. Don't like to muck around too much. Like I say, the first time I made this, the kids were impressed. Trying to get kids to eat vegetables, let alone cauliflower, a bit of a challenge, but you might argue, yeah, there's a lot of cheese in it, and you're right. Well, that's to help satisfy the dietary fat component of keto diet. There we go, some tomato sauce on there. And we can keep this for, put in a casserole or make something else later. That's easy done. We've got some salami here. What we'll do is we'll put a little bit of cheese underneath the salami. There we go. Bit of salami. Let's crank this out. Now, don't be shy with salami much. There we go. Pretty simple, right? I reckon anyone could make this.
Cook or not cook, anyone can make it.
Anyone can make this. This is easy. All right, back in the oven we go.
Anyone can cook. Even
my darling sister, who did not catch any of the cooking genes in our family at all. My brother and I are both chefs, and she often gives me a call asking me how to do things. So. All right, so 15 minutes, 180. Let's let it rock for 5 minutes, and then we'll come back to you when it's ready. I'll show you what the end product looks like and how we finish it off, and then we'll sit down and eat it up for dinner. All right, thanks very much.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, we're good to go. I could smell it over sitting in the lounge watching me YouTube. There we go, how's that? Wacko, good to go. All right, do you want to just pause YouTube for me, please, love? Sorry, guys, I was watching YouTube while this was finishing off, and I forgot to pause it when I got up. But anyway, not to worry. What are we watching? BGT at the moment, so that's good. Here we go, a little bit of rocket salad over the top. As you can see, real simple dish, this one. Came straight from the garden.
Other than the rocket.
Well, other than the rocket, but yeah, the core ingredient, the cauliflower, straight from the garden. Here we go, a little bit of balsamic. A bit of a drizzle like that. There we go. A little bit of olive oil. That's simple. There it is. Ta-da! Keto pizza. All right, we're going to hook into this and have some dinner because we're all hungry. We'll catch you next time. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive our notifications when we do post, which will be a little more often. We'll do another video very soon for you, and what that looks like is we're going to go out and show you where how the block's looking as far as where we're going to put all the swales in, and we're going to do a bit of a dig test on that and see how much penetration from the rain we've had to know when we're going to get our mate in with his a grader to start us off digging those swales. All right, catch you again soon. Cheers.